Hey, what's going on, guys? Today is the 5th of November 2017. I'm going to be going over this week's trade ideas. The first one on the list is Qcom. We know that the chart had an explosive move on Friday, and off of that explosive move, I'd like to see a pullback first before taking some of it. I think the chart retraces some, comes back down to about $59.61, somewhere around into that area. So let's call it $59.50 for a pullback on this one, and if we can get it to come back into that range at 59.50, I'd be a buyer there on Qcom, as long as the chart obviously holds that range. Opnt, this chart had a nice move on it a few days ago, and what I'm looking at is I'm thinking that the chart has a good potential here for a breakout move. What I like is I like how the fact that the chart pushed through that area and now is coming back to retest the same trend that it needed to break out of. So off of this little area on Opnt, I'm watching for some hold on this chart and see if it'll come into play this week. That's why it's on this week's trade ideas list, because I think it has a move coming into this week. Derm, nice strong move on Friday, 813 over the 50 EMA on the daily chart, broke the trend to the upside, approaching a rising 200 SMA. I think we go a little bit higher on this one. I'd like to see a pullback. I'd like to see the chart come back and retest some of the breakout area. Somewhere closer down to this level here would be sufficient enough. So down to $28 and about 30 cents or so is where I feel like the chart needs to come back and retest, and then we play it on the long side. Add over the chart if it breaks over Friday's session high. Fslr chart continues to flag at the upside here, and I think we go a lot higher from where the chart sits right now. I would like to get a pullback on this play off of Friday's move, and before we attempt to break over into this new 52-week high range. I think that we should be able to get the chart to come back down to about $58.90. So off of this play here, I would like the chart to come back down to about $58.90. That's us right there. Retest this breakout pivot, and then we can make that upside potential play for a new 52-week high. If the chart was to get over there, I'd obviously add into it then for a bigger breakout move. Hiiq, huge bullish engulfing on the daily, right at the 200 SMA chart, closed over the 50 EMA. It's a pretty simple pivot point setup alert type of a trade. That pivot point sets itself up to be about $22.97, so a break over $22.97 sets you into a long trade on this one. Pretty simple way to play this, just set an alert, and if the chart breaks that alert into this week, you take it on the long side over that pivot. Akao, the chart has broken the downtrend to the upside with a decent amount of volume. I think this is a very fun chart to be in. A potential swing trade if the chart was to come back down on Akao somewhere closer down to about $13.50, sets you up for a decent retrace, some support on the chart, and $13.50 gives you that area of interest on Akao to trade it. Gwph, chart's coming up to a breakout on the daily. Two ways you can play this. You can even wait for the chart to break over 115.43, set an alert, and then you can play that pivot break to the upside, or you can take it from where it is and add into the flag breakout on this one. For me, I'm comfortable with the chart closing over the 200 SMA to actually attempt to try to take some on the long. If we can retrace somewhere closer down to about this 111.50, I'd be comfortable taking it against that 200 SMA and try to play it for an add over Friday's session high. So that's the way I'll be looking to play Gwph. Glog is the next one. There's a nice little bull flag set up to the up, and the chart had a nice strong candle on Friday. Now it's a lower volume play, but it doesn't mean that you can't get a trade off of it. Friday's session closed with a big buyer right into the close, and with the big buyer, I think the chart has a good tendency to push kind of aggressive out of the gate. So for me, what I'd like to see is I'd like to see a quick snapback. The chart closed at 18.25, thinking somewhere right under the $18 level, somewhere by 17.85 is that area on CLOG that I'm interested in taking a long position. Icpt is number 10 on the list. We have a nice Pearson pattern at the bottom. Chart's holding a higher low. I think we can end up reversing off of these levels again, I feel like ICPT has a good potential for a play to the upside. I'm also looking at biotech on a whole. I'm thinking that biotech on a whole has a breakout range coming into this week. So ICPT is a focus one. And if the chart was to pull back on this one, somewhere closer to about $63.75, I'll be all over ICPT. Add or if it breaks over that flag for that bigger play into the $77 range. So that's a 10 that I have for this week on this week's list. And if you are interested in checking out anything that I do, please check out the website IcemanTradingAcademy.com. There you'll find a link to everything that you would need to either start off with us or at least see what we're interested in. As always, please leave me a comment on the video. If you have another chart that you're interested in and would like me to add it to your list, that's fine. And it'd be nice to hear what you guys think about. Talk to you later.